what's going on? Listen, this is your boy PME once again. I wanted to drop in because I wanted to talk to you about being committed. I gotta ask you a question. Are you committed? What are you committed to? Are you committed to getting up every morning, getting dressed, going to school, giving it all you got, shooting for the A honor roll? Or are you committed to getting up every morning, going into that job, doing the best you can, even if you don't want to be there? Are you committed to getting up every Sunday morning, going to church, committed to building the kingdom? Are you committed to get up every day and say today's gonna be my day for me to achieve that thing that I've been wanting to achieve? Are you committed? Are you committed to your family? Are you committed to your community? Are you committed to your church? What are you committed to? When you find out that you're committed, you have to do everything in your power to see it through. There's an expected end when you're committed. When you're committed, you know that there's going to be a reward, or there's going to be a finish line that's going to have something saying that you completed the task, mission, or goal. But you cannot get it done without being committed. Like, you can't expect to win if you're not committed to coming to practice. You can't expect to win if you're not committed to come to practice and give it all you got. If you give it 120%, you give 120%. If you give it 200%, give 200%. Whatever you're doing, you got to be fully committed and all in. You can't do it because of the way you feel. Oh, today I don't feel like going to school. Today I don't feel like going to practice. Today I don't feel like reading more. Today I don't feel like getting up in the morning. As long as you got breath in your body, you got to be committed to that thing. If you want to see your fruits of your labor, if you want to see things turn around in your life, you got to be committed. You got to be committed to that thing. You got to be committed to that marriage. You got to be committed to that relationship. You got to be committed to that job. You got to be committed to that church. You got to be committed to that community. You got to be committed to whatever it is that you're trying to do. You got to be committed. And you may not be able to make every meeting. You may not be able to make certain practices. But I'm going to tell you, what are you doing when you're not there? What commitment are you showing that you didn't miss a beat when you're not there? Commitment. Giving all you got. And then some. Being committed. Making sure you see it through. That's commitment. You don't want to give up when it gets hard. Listen, I know it gets painful. I know things get hard. I know things will be like, man, this is daunting. I don't want to do this anymore. I remember. But I pushed through. I made it through some tough times. I made it through some times where I was like, man, this ain't what I want to do. This ain't the part that I want to be in. When I was committed, when I became committed to running, I fell in love with that thing because I was committed. That thing started feeding me back. I was feeding it. I was in pain. I was doing certain things. I was just running, and then it turned on. It turned on, and I was committed to that thing, and I started running all the time. I started running. I started getting in races. I started making sure that I run miles every week, no matter the circumstance, no matter what I did the night before, no matter what I did the day before. I knew every day I wanted to wake up and I wanted to go. And now I'm on this path. I'm on this road to my destiny, and I'm going to continue to run because I'm committed. I'm committed to see this thing through. You can't expect something to give back to you if you ain't giving back to it. If you ain't committed to it, how you expect for it to give back to you? How you expect to get to the point to where you can win? But listen, I'm here to encourage you on today. I'm here to inspire you on today that you can win, that you can get it back. Like, you can get what it is that is yours. But you got to be committed. That's all I'm telling you to do, is be committed. If you really want to see the fruits of your labor, if you really want to see how good you can get at dribbling that basketball, if you want to see how good you can get at that shot, you got to be committed. If you want to see how good you are at throwing that ball, you got to be committed. If you want to see how high you can go as a scholar, you got to be committed. You got to be committed to studying. You got to be committed to doing your homework. You got to be committed to turning your work in on time. You got to be structured, settled, and ready to do this thing. You got to be committed. It's your boy PME once again, just dropping in. I want you to know that your success is in your consistency, and your consistency is when you're committed. Y'all have a great day.